Yes, I'm ready.
All right, perfect. Okay, you will have to leave your camera on and your microphone on during the whole test. And during the preparation in task 2, you can only have paper and pen. You cannot digit anything on your keyboard. Are you ready for this?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, cool. Ling. Okay, hello, please. This is IELTS simulation test. Could you please introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Anh Thu, and I'm from Hưng Yên, Vietnam, and currently I study at a secondary school called Lê Chat Secondary School in my.
How old are you?
I'm 15 years old.
All right, let's talk a little bit about your hometown. So, where is your hometown?
I live in a small town. Its name is Văn Nhuế, and it's in Hưng Yên province in Vietnam, and it's not really far from Hanoi.
All right, what is the most interesting part of your town?
I think the most interesting part is that people here are really friendly and helpful. Like whenever you need help, they will immediately be there and give you really good advices. Yeah, so I think they are really helpful and friendly, and I really like them.
All right, and what kind of jobs do the people in your town do?
Actually, there are many doctors or engineers or teachers in my town, but most of people in my town they are workers because there is an industrial zone near my town. Then there are workers. Yeah.
All right, would you say it's a good place to live?
Of course, yes. Uh, it's as I have mentioned, it is not really far from Hanoi, but it's really peaceful and quiet, and there is no pollution here, no traffic jams, and everything's really great. People here are friendly, and the food they are delicious. So I highly recommend this place and a wonderful place to live.
All right. So, what about the accommodation you live in now? Is it a house or a flat?
I'm living in a house with my family currently, and
All right.
it's a uh, three floors house. And actually, It has three floors, but it's not a really big one, just the medium size, you know.
All right. Have you lived? How long have you lived there?
Since I was born in 27, I think it's almost 15 years. Yeah.
All right. And what do you like about living there?
Actually, there is a stadium near my house, so every morning I go out and go for a walk or I run around the stadium. It is a really big one, actually, so I find it really confident and it's also helped me feel healthy and stronger.
Right. Thank you very much. Um, all right. Let's go on to part two. I'm sharing your cue card. Please let me know whether you can see it or not.
Yes, I can see it.
All right. You have 1 minute. You should be ready to start.
So it was on my birthday when my mother she gave me a new book, and its name is The Alchemist, and actually it's a story about a boy who, uh, on his way to find a treasure, and well, actually I spent the whole morning reading that book, and it's super amazing and interesting. And I remember it was in maybe when I was 10. Yeah, so I have had it for 5 years. Yeah, so I still read it now. It's a really good book, and every time I read it, I try to understand the whole message that the writer has written in that book. And I have to say that just amazing. And uh, when I feel blue or I feel depressed or I don't believe in myself, I read that book and it's like a good friend of mine. Yeah, that book is like helped me to feel more relaxed. Yeah, and it like encouraged me to keep going to chasing my dream to remind me that everything's gonna be okay. To just keep going and try your best. Yeah. So just a really great book, and I have to say thank to my mother for buying me that book because like it's almost saved my life.
Oh, wow. Okay, great. Let's go directly into part three then. And in part three, we're talking about objects that are valuable for people. So you talked about your book, but in the society, people give importance to different objects. Okay, and just because some of them own this object, they are looked at from the other part of the society as important people. So, what objects make people more important? What objects give these people a higher status?
Well, unfortunately, I have to say that is money. Yeah, it's obviously like when people have more money, they can afford what they want. They can have a good service, better service than the middle class or the lower class or the working class, and they also can like buy their parents or buy their family members what they want. They can like raise their child, their children. So yeah, I think money is something that make people they feel like I think in some way money make people feel more comfortable and also think that they will have admiration from other people. Yeah.
Hmm, understand. So, have these things changed since your parents' time? So, when it was your parents' time, the things that made people have a higher status, were they different?
I think no. Until today, money is just really important, and the inflation, is keep increase, so it keep increasing, so money is uh, being more important. Yes, so and also now there is a war between Ukraine and Russia, so the money is getting more important than it used to be. So yeah, I think that
What about in your parents' time?
my parents' time, still like that. Yeah, money is still very important to pay for food because in my parents' time there aren't many food. Yes, I guess as I remember. So money is crucial to for somebody to like afford um, to make ends to buy food and anything they need to keep living. So I think it's very important.
All right. Uh, what about advertising? Do you think advertising influences what people buy? So you watch advertisements on TV or on internet. does that influence you, or does that influence people on how and what to buy?
Yes, I have to say that it's really important because uh, advertisement like gives information uh, about the product to the customer, and also like advertisement can make like people who doesn't even care about that product, they pay attention to it and want to know more about that product and even buy it, yes, if they want. And I can say that advertisement, it makes people feel more confident when they buy something because like it shows the good part of the product, and it makes people feel like for them to buy. So yeah, it's really important.
All right, thank you very much. Your test is over. Ling, please